What's up, guys? So, on this particular video, we'll be discussing about Spiti Valley in March 2026, what you should be expecting in terms of the weather, the road condition and accessibility, the kind of accommodation, the landscape, what you should be packing, and overall, what is the budget and the duration of your trip to Spiti Valley should be ideally for the month of March. So now starting off with the weather for all those who are new and have no idea about Spiti Valley. Spiti Valley is a cold desert located in the northern part of India. It's in Himachal Pradesh, but unlike the rest of Himachal, this is a cold desert. So it's extremely cold. So just like a desert which is warm, this is a cold desert. So the temperatures go into really high negatives, I would say. So to understand better, the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between, I would say, minus 10 to minus 17 degrees, while the temperature in the night will range from anywhere between minus 15 to minus 30 degrees in the month of March. And the reason I'm saying this is because winters has arrived late this year, so whatever was expected in the month of January and February is now going to happen in the month of March. So for this reason, you can expect it to be extremely cold in March. So for all those who are traveling to Spiti Valley with the hope of experiencing snow and snowfall, you're going to get fed up of seeing snow and snowfall. That's the amount of snow cover that's going to be there in Spiti Valley. So when you're traveling around Spiti Valley in the winter months, come prepared for extreme conditions. And again, I would say that Spiti Valley in the month of March is ideally for people who have already been to Spiti Valley in summer and want a level 2 experience in this harsh, unforgiving conditions in winter. But if you're someone who's a first timer, do not, I would say, venture out to Spiti Valley in winter. It is going to be extremely cold and you will not like the feeling of what it is. Whatever you're seeing on your phone or on the videos that you've seen on YouTube or Instagram, that is just a theory of what it is going to be. The practicality of Spiti Valley in winter is really harsh, and it is brutal for people who have no understanding of what cold is feeling going to feel like. Now, when it comes to the weather, remember that it can snow anytime in Spiti Valley. It can snow in the day, it can snow in the afternoon, it can snow in the evening, or it can snow in the night. Roadblocks are common. It's especially within Spiti. Also, there can be roadblocks if it starts snowing really heavily. Now you have to understand that even though if most blogs and everything that you read online, they'll say that winter ends towards March, but that is not the reality this year. Things have really gone for a toss in the Himalayas with a shift in weather conditions. Now, when it comes to the road accessibility, remember that the road from Manali via Kunzumla via Chandratal is not open in the month of March. So, no matter who's going to tell you that Chandratal is possible in March, it is not at all possible. You cannot reach there, and the army is not at all going to let you get there, no matter how smart a person you are. The maximum you can go up to is via Losar from the Kaza route. The Manali route is just not going to be possible. They're not going to let you go at all after Koksar. Now, the Manali Kinnaur route can also shut if it starts snowing heavily and there are any kind of landslides because of snowfall or because of rocks falling. So, keep a tab of what the road condition is. You can follow the Himachal police Facebook page because they are the best source of information and they are the instant source of information. You can follow the Shimla police, they will give you the latest update, and the Laol and Spiti police. Now, for all those who are planning on self-driving to Spiti Valley in the month of March, it's I would say it's for those who are really comfortable driving on that terrain. And again, in your group, you should have at least two people who can drive minimum. If you have more, that's better. And have a car which is a 4x4. Anything less than a 4x4 is not going to be able to make it to Spiti Valley in March because that's going to be a huge amount of snow. Also, carry chains for all four tires because without chains, it's going to be impossible to get to Spiti Valley and out if it starts snowing. Black ice is real and you're going to really risk your life and the lives of your co-passengers when it starts snowing in Spiti Valley. Now, Spiti Valley has excellent phone network, but in winters it can be up and down. But you can expect Airtel and Geo to be having the best network. BSNL has cellular, but if you want data that's 4G and 5G, then it's between Airtel and Geo. Prepaid and postpaid both work very well, so you do not need to worry about that. Now, if you are someone who's planning on going to Spiti Valley with public transportation, it's really a tough call because there are buses which go all the way to Kaza, but if it starts snowing heavily, the bus will get cancelled and your journey will be cut short. And likewise, returning back, it could be the same issue. So if you're planning on taking public transportation, just make sure that you have ample of time to do this entire journey. I would say give it at least a minimum of 12 days. Anything less than that is going to be a very, very big gamble. Now, when it comes to the accommodation, now remember Spiti Valley is all about the homestay and the homestays and budget hotels. There are places which will claim that they are luxury hotels, but they are not. In real world terms, they're not real luxury hotels. They just put up good photos, and when you go there, you'll understand the reality of what you're paying for. Homestays is the best way to experience Spiti Valley in the winter months. I would personally recommend staying a night in Tabo in Casa, and then going on to, maybe if you can and if your body is fine and your group is fine, going to villages like Dankar and Langsa, because that's where the real experience of winter Spiti is, staying in with the villagers and experiencing the brutal cold of what Spiti Valley has, along with the night sky and the fabulous snow covered mountains. Spiti Valley in winter, the accommodations mostly provide you with breakfast and dinner. Some accommodations even provide you with lunch, because restaurants and dabas are far fetched. You'll find them in Tabo and Kaza, but other villages you're not going to find anything. What most tour operators do is they end up making you stay either in, mostly in Kaza, and then they make you do sightseeing here and there, and then you're just going up and coming down, going up to each place and coming back, which is the normal routing for Spiti Valley. If you're looking for a unique and an in-depth experience of Spiti Valley, then we do have trips happening to Spiti Valley, but they are limited to just a handful of people, not more than 6 to 12 per batch. And you can directly click on the link in the description, go to our website, read all the details, and then you can contact our sales team who will guide you through the booking process. If you have any queries related to your own personal travel to Spiti Valley, do not call us or WhatsApp us. That's a paid consultation service, which will cost you anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000, depending on the time you need with our travel expert. Remember that Spiti Valley is a place which is ideally meant for people to travel in groups, because public transportation is hard. So if you're someone who's looking to travel all solo all the way, I wouldn't suggest the month of March. You can try out the summer months. Now, what is the kind of gear you need for Spiti Valley? Honestly, Spiti Valley, the gear that you need is, you need your thermals. You definitely need a very good jacket which can withstand this temperature. Do not cheap out on a jacket. You need shoes which are waterproof and have excellent grip. Do not even again cheap out on all these things, because it's a matter of life and death. You need a power bank, at least minimum I would say 20,000 mAh. You need to be having a petty cash with you. If you're going for a week, carry minimum 5,000 rupees, because if your GPay doesn't work there, you're going to be stranded without any money. Then you need to have a sleeping bag. Traveling to Spiti Valley in winter without a sleeping bag is like, it's a nightmare. Carry UV protected sunglasses, carry a small three-fold umbrella, because it can rain anytime. And at the same time, do not overpack, because whatever you're carrying will weigh at least three times more in winter. Carry at least around 3 to 4 long sleeve t-shirts with you, and you have to layer up over there. So come prepared, and carry your cold cream, along with this your lip balm, because the weather is extremely dry. And carry a thermos, which is a 1 liter thermos, so that by default you can have hot water with you throughout the entire journey. Now, what is the landscape that you can expect in Spiti Valley? It's going to be snow covered everywhere. No matter where you go, you're going to see snow. Snow in Spiti Valley in March is similar to what you'll find stones on the road in the rest of India in any time of the season. That's how much of snow is going to be there. Now, what is the ideal time frame for the journey and your trip? It should be anywhere between 7 nights, 8 days to 8 nights, 9 days. If you can plan something longer, the better. Because the more time you spend in Spiti Valley, the better it gets. And the best way to acclimatize is come a couple of days earlier and just stay in Himachal, maybe Shimla, or you can stay in places like Saran, or wherever your trip is starting for. Just come and stay a couple of days extra, so that you can just soak in the atmosphere and acclimatize. The golden rule of not falling sick in Spiti Valley in winter is avoid having a bath every day. Having a bath every day really puts you at risk to getting a fever and a cold, because of the switch in body temperature with the outside temperature. So the best way to go about this is just have a bath maybe once or twice. If you can stay the entire journey without having a bath, that is the best way to travel around Spiti Valley in winter, because it is not worth risking your life and falling sick and hampering everybody else's journey. Now, till our next video for Spiti Valley, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed.